this is Cee Views and I'm doing a review. I thought you'd leg up. So the review that I'm doing is on the Prime movie Tell Me Your Secrets. The director is a John Paulson, and he starred in The Sum of Us, and he also produced movies such as, or directed, I'm sorry, directed such movies such as Swim Fan and Hide and Seek. Many other ones, but those were the two that I like most. So let's get into it. So the miniseries Tell Me Your Secrets, which is season 1. Hopefully they're doing season 2, and I'm looking into it to see if they're going to do it. So Tell Me Your Secrets is, I'm going to give you the rundown on some basic characters here, and I'm just going to do it the way that I do it, and do it well. So there's a character, a star character, is played by Lily Rabe. You may have seen her in the American Horror Stories franchise. Yeah, that one. And she plays as Emma, or let's backtrack it. So in the beginning, she plays Karen, who goes into witness protection, and now is named Emma. She goes into witness protection because she is accused of some crimes that she was maybe doing with her boyfriend, who turned out to be a serial killer named Kit, who was played by Samuel Xavier. Now, she didn't know that her boyfriend was she didn't know that Kit was a serial killer. I mean, come on. How many of us know that our boyfriend is an actual serial killer? So, she's in jail or whatever, and she takes this plea bargain to get out, and in doing so, to testify, she goes into witness protection under the alias of Emma. Is it Emma? Let me see my name. Of Emma Hall. Yeah, I got notes, and I'm gonna be looking back and forth on them. So sue me. So she plays as Emma Hall, and before she leaves out, though, in the beginning scene, because it backtracks. So in the first beginning scene, Karen is speaking with a Mary Burlow, I believe her name is. I can't pronounce her name, but that one. And she's speaking with her because her daughter, who is Teresa, comes up missing, And the last time that she was seen was with Kit. You get what I'm saying? Who was Karen's boyfriend, right? So they're saying the last time that she was seen was with him, and then they find out that he's a serial killer, and that she is dating him, and that there's this history of him killing people, and she has to be a part of it. So Mary once again is back at ground zero, where she she's at her wit's end. So what does Mary do? In comes John Tyler, played by Hamish Linklater, that guy. And he is a convicted rapist. I mean, what else better than to find a monster than to hire a monster? It's logic, right? So she ends up hiring John Tyler, who's a convicted rapist, I might add. I just want to put that out there. And she, kind of coaxes him into doing so. And he tells her, like, I don't think this is a good idea, bruh. I mean, I got this thing where I like to rape women. And, yeah, that's not good. Plus, it will kind of, she goes through some things. She convinces him to just get out of his niche and do what it is that he needs to do to help her. So now Mad Dog Tanner, or AKA John Tyler, is out searching for now Emma Hall, who is released in witness protection in the hands of Peter Gilroy, suspect. I'm just saying. And he tells her that there's some ground rules, basically who you was and who you is anymore, and don't make any friends with any young girls. I guess that has something to do with the whole fact of Kit and the murders. So Karen, now Emma Hall, is like, all right, okay, bro, it's good. We gonna, we gonna stray from that. So she's now living her best life, or at least trying to restore her life, get her life back. She's in, and this takes place in St. James, Louisiana. I don't know if that's a real place. I didn't take the time to look it up, okay? But this takes place in Louisiana, called a place called St. James, which is kind of a low in the bayou place, born in the bayou. And it's just like, low key, where everybody knows your name. And she develops, this relationship with Jess. Now, how this happened is Jess is a girl who is in a group home, and she is bothered by Rose, who is a child of, the whole my parents is prestigious and look at me, like me, love me because we have money. But I think Rose, who tends to be a mean girl, turns out to be a girl who just have troubles. And so they're in the bathroom, Rose and Jess and two other followers, because it takes you gotta have your goons, but sometimes they're not goons. You gotta have your flunkies, let's do it this way, to do some dirty work. Emma's in the bathroom, and what happens is she sees all this happening, and she goes into the protection for Jess, and basically she saves the day. Becomes friends with Jess, and Jess is telling Emma all about, where they're at and why would you come here, and, there's something not right about this place and you should leave now. Emma, did I mention she started having these flashes of her past events? She having these flashbacks of her past events in her life, her relationship with Kit, and she has this image to where she sees Jess kind of not having life, and she goes to try to call her and reach her, and she can't, and yeah, so she's on this mission to find her because Jess, comes up missing. But of course, she's in a group home. She ran away. So Emma's making it her mission to search for her. Now, back on Emma now, okay? Now, don't forget, we still got Mad Dog Tanner, a.k.a. Jonathan Tyler, still out there searching for Emma because Mary is nutso, cutso, but I mean, she's a mother at her wit's end. Her daughter's been kidnapped for almost 7 years, it's been, I think. Maybe a little bit more. So she's at her wit's end, and she goes into the logic of hiring a killer to catch a killer. Hiring a monster to catch a monster, whatever that means. So she, that's a whole nother squad. So now Emma, living her life. Peter Gilroy, one with the issues, the one that I say is suspect, and he's suspect when you first seen him. It's just something ain't about anybody that talks the way he talks. Something's not right about him. Okay, so he Emma is now getting comfortable, getting adjusted to her life, and she has this love interest who is Tom Johnson, I believe. That's good because now my man is a cop. I got connections, or so he thinks. So she's doing a little background check on Peter Gilroy. Found out that something ain't right about him. So yeah, we got to keep an eye out on that one. So now Emma's finally, getting things together, and her visions, her flashbacks are getting heavier and heavier. And she's starting to put pieces together and saying to herself, man, I think I'm a murderer. Am I not? So she ends up coming to the conclusion and to believing and thinking that she is or is not that baby's daddy. No, but she just started having these continuous thoughts and trying to see if she's really, you know, the one. I mean, it's so much stuff that I can say, but I don't want to say what I'm saying because if I say that, I'll be telling the movie. But I'm telling you, hands down, it's a good suspenseful thriller. It's a suspenseful thriller. It's a cliffhanger. It's love. It's passion. It's everything. It's rated TV 14. So if you're 13 years old, you can't watch it. Sorry. So, that's the gist of it. The just part of it. Um, the main parts about it that I want to take away from it, what I like the most about it though, is the acting in there. There are some good heavy hitters. I just labeled a couple of them and I just gave you like the ground foundation. The premise of the show is tell me your secrets. So that lets me know and you should know that there's a secret. Everybody has secrets in here, no matter who it is, and it's based on different characters. And to my knowledge, it's like one, because you got Emma, you got John, and you got Peter. To me, that's like three already. And then you have Rose, who comes in, who has a father who is played by, who is Bo, and he's her Thomas. So he's Bo, and Bo Lord is what's his last name. So he has some things up his sleeve. Is everybody has something to hide. I mean, it just gets deep. One thing I can say though, for me, towards the end, I think they kind of rush things a little bit. The very last scene, everything is got you thinking like, whoa, it's a domino effect to everything. So my whole take on it is a good watch. It really is. There's more to it that I would love to get into, but I want to just give it surface level so that you can experience it for yourself. Because I'm telling you, it is wonderful. I like it. I was getting off work, making sure that I had my dinner and everything, sitting down and watch it. To me, this was the first time I actually was able to watch a movie all the way. Be able to watch something all the way through. There's some other movies that I wanted to do. Was Behind Her Eyes and I Care for You or I Care About You. I'm gonna tell you, Behind Her Eyes was awesome. I'll do a review on that. I'll do my whole rendition on that. I'm telling you. But with the other one, I Care About You, I didn't care too much about it. I did not like it at all. It was good. They had some really good actors in there. However, I'm just the type of person where I'm like, you can't. Yeah, but to each his own. To each his own, anyway. So yeah, the movie again is called "Tell Me Your Secrets." It's airing now on Amazon Prime. If you have a Fire Stick, okay, if you have a Fire Stick that has, some channels, you can get it too. But you hear from me. So, it's an excellent thing to watch. I would say get down, do a Zoom, get together, and this would be something you can talk and be like, girl, did you see girl, whole time. So, once again, I believe I summed that up a bit. I may have rambled on and went back through it and then over it and through it again, but this is just my rendition of it. The parts that I can say, there was some good acting, really good acting. It really was. Except, like I said, towards the end, for me, it felt like they rushed it just a little bit, which I can see in two ways. If they are not going to continue it, But how they ended it, it looked as if they're going to continue it. So, but there's been some movies where they ended it in a way where it's like, okay, so we just now beginning the movie, and yeah, it was. I mean, he directed Swim Fan and Hide and Seek. So just those two movies alone, you can understand what you are getting yourself into. All right. So again, I want to thank you for watching. Remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't, at least tell somebody about me and say, hey, she tells reviews and she does the reviews her way. And if it's something that you think I need to improve on, let me know. Please be nice, okay? Be kind, rewind. And when I say rewind, I mean rewind those thoughts in your head and make sure that they are good before you return. So, again, this is C Reviews on C La Vie. I'm off on Mondays, and I just wanted to let you know that if you limit yourself, you limit your possibilities, and if you do nothing, nothing will happen. So remember, you always got a choice. Remember, drink your water and brush your teeth twice a day, and I guarantee you, you will have sparkling white teeth. Alright? Until then, peace.